go ahead and do my jewelry thing today. You know, I'm in the mood for jewelry. I was in the mood for my blue. So I'm doing blue today. I know it's a light behind my head, but and it's shining like crazy. Maybe I should turn it down. Let's see. Can I turn it down? Let me try it. Okay, I fixed it. But no makeup today because I'm hot and I didn't feel like doing it. So I guess we're gonna just deal with my face the way it is. I know it's not that cute without makeup, but bitch is 6 weeks away from 61. I ain't even gonna be upset about it. So let's do it. Anyway, today I was in the mood for blue. So I got blue today. Hang on. I got blue. Also have some things on my mind I gotta talk about. It's time for me to get back to my conversations with me because I think I'm ready to start talking, literally, like telling that story I've been promising to tell for years. Because I have been told it has been suggested, not told, but yeah, I have been told to by friends, but it has been suggested that I write a story, write a book. And I just don't see myself as an author exactly, but I've been thinking about it since then. The first time it was brought up to me, I think I was 34. And I was talking about my mom, and my girlfriend said, "You need to write a book. This is a real interesting what?" So I was telling her about my mom, my grandma, my auntie, and some things that was going on with them. And she was like, "This sounds like something that needs to be written down." And I was like, "Girl, please, I'm 34. I don't have nothing. I can't write no book. Who's gonna listen to me? I don't have shit to talk about. I haven't lived. I haven't done nothing, And I remember having that conversation with her, and by the way, I'm putting on the blue. So here's the blue. Here's the blue. This is the necklace. It's cute. It's one of the first ones I actually put in my inventory, and I like this one, so I'm gonna put it on because it's really, and I love the blue. I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. I just had to get. I have ADHD, so get used to me doing that. My brain just gets sidetracked. Anyway, she kept telling me I needed to write a story. And I just could not visualize myself writing a book at 35. I felt like people who write a book, like, not a book like a fictional story, even though I could probably do that easier. But, she was suggesting that I write down my story, like the story of my life that involved my mom and my auntie and my grandma that I was talking to her about. And I just couldn't visualize that at the time. And I remember telling her, I don't feel qualified to write a book. I don't feel qualified to, I just don't feel like I've done anything that qualifies me to write a book that anybody's going to spend money to buy, if that makes sense. And I remember saying, you know what? I'll think about it. And then other people said the same thing to me. I love this ring, by the way. Even though it's not the blue of the other ones, the other pieces, it's still blue, and I love this ring. So this one I'm wearing today. I like it. And yeah, I like to wear a lot of jewelry. One, I'm a big bitch, so let's just face that one right up front. And when you're a large woman like I am, you could get away with a lot. So, I mean, if I was like 5'2" and like 125 pounds, there's no way I could put on this much jewelry and walk around with it. And everybody says, "Oh, that's pretty," because it looks like too much. It still looks like too much, but when you 5'8", 235 pounds of, triple F bra size, you could get away with wearing a lot of stuff. So So this is the other earring. Now, the reason why I'm putting two earrings on, oh wait, don't, my computer screen is dying on me. Anyway, okay, the reason why I'm putting on two is because I have two earring holes in my ear, and I've always liked wearing double earrings. So, you know, that's me, once again. I started off this way. I love lots of jewelry, and I was 10 when I insisted on putting a second earring hole in my ear just so I could wear two pair at the same time. Yeah, I've always been that person. Anyway, that's probably part of my story. I need to go ahead and tell it. But back to the book. So my girlfriend and then my mom started telling me the same thing. You need to write a book. I'm like, Mom, what am I going to write a book about? I was going to write a book about your life and grandma. And she was like, you could do that. And I didn't know she was going to be okay with that. So, you know, that gave me something to think about. So, okay. Mom's okay with that idea. Sure. Cute blue stretchy bracelet. That also I'm putting on. And I'm only putting on the stretchies, A, because I like stretchies. B, I have very large hands. If you see these hands, they're big. I wear a size 9, I wear a size large men's gloves. When I was buying leather gloves, size 9 large. One, because I've got long fingers, I've got big palms, I've got long fingers, and I have long nails. So with these big ass hands, yes, I can't wear a bangle bracelet because I can't get it over my hands. I can't, my hands are just way too big. Girl bangle bracelets don't work for me because my hands are too big. So stretch it is. And this one, I like it because it's kind of got like the blue and the silver stretchies. I like it. So, and of course I have two arms, two bracelets. Sometimes you could stack them like this, but I don't stack them because, well, I mean, you can. It's cute when you stack them, but I prefer. However, I will say this. I'm one of them picky ass people, and I still use a mouse on my computer, even though the desktop is a touch screen. I don't need a mouse. And the laptop has its own mouse pad. I don't need a mouse. But for some reason, Tina's still old school enough to use a mouse. So, because I use a mouse on my computer, the bracelet gets in the way sometimes. So, I move it from the right to the left because I'm right-handed. I know, it's weird. I have some very strange habits. I wouldn't call them habits. It's just things about me that just is weird. I've always been weird. And, you know, at my age now, I'm just used to it. But I know it's strange. Anyway, this is the other ring I'm wearing, and this has been one of my absolute favorites for like ever since I first found it and bought it and added it to my inventory because I saw it and went, you know what? I need that for me. Yeah, I need that ring for me. So I got an extra one for me. So this is my personal. And then I have some in the inventory, which, by the way, once again, with every jewelry video I do, I always explain that the jewelry that you are seeing, every single piece on my body that I am showing you, every piece that I'm wearing, nothing was over $5 per piece, just so you know. I sell my jewelry really cheap, and this particular jewelry that I'm putting on is a line that I am phasing out of in my store. So all of these pieces are representative of what are in the items from the store that are being phased out. All of those items are being phased out via mystery packages, and the mystery packages have pieces in them. I know how many pieces are in each one of them, but I don't know which pieces are in what package. So what I'm doing is I'm selling them out kind of like bulk style, 4 pieces, 6 pieces, or 10 pieces, and you're going to get a random selection of pieces. They will be representative of everything that you're seeing me put on. So if you like the jewelry you see me wearing, this is what you're going to get in your packages. But until those packages are sold out, I'm going to continue selling those until they're gone, because I'm changing into a whole nother line of jewelry. This is the pendant I'm putting on along with the short one. I am not really a long necklace person, but this one I just could not resist. I couldn't resist it. I mean, the chain is just amazingly sturdy. Look at that pendant. It's a horseshoe with the turquoise. This, I couldn't pass it up. So it's long, and I don't normally wear stuff this long, because when you got big gigantic boobies like I do, you don't want to wear necklaces that have to hang that far down. However, I'm just gonna say this one, it's a winner. This one is a win. It's a win, no matter what I'm wearing, where I'm going. This one is a absolute win. So that's gonna have to be there, because it's too cute not to. Anyway, that's the jewelry for today. I'm gonna cut this part out of the video and post it up with my jewelry for the day poster posts on TikTok and YouTube. But let me move on with what I was talking about, because I think today I'm gonna officially begin my Conversations with Myself series, and I'm just gonna start because I decided. And I haven't lost track of the book conversation. I haven't lost track of that. I'm still there, but this all plays into it. So, the thing is, though, that what is that? My desk needs to be clean. And those are my children in the background. I am not silencing nothing, and I'm not trying to tune nothing out, because I got a loud-ass family. They are twins. They're loud as all hell. And they are in the back of the house, and I can still hear them. You might hear them too. So if you do, don't be surprised at anything you hear them say, because them two will talk about some strange shit. And Nicole was talking about grown folks' toys the other day and dropping F-bombs left and right, even though I dropped those too, so it's no big deal. That's why all my videos, none of them is made for kids, because I ain't trying to control my language, and there's no babies in this house. So we talk the way we talk, all of us. But my family is loud. We're just loud people. We got TVs on all the time. I'm shocked there's not a TV on that you could hear, but it's okay, because it's going to be one on later. It's all right. But everybody got a busy family, and everybody got sounds and noise and stuff. I'm not going to try and drown it out. So anybody who has a problem with that, tune out, because I'm not trying to deal with it. But you will hear them in the background. And sometimes the conversation can get real interesting. So if they get anything interesting and start talking about, I'm going to be quiet so we can listen, okay? That's how we do it. Anyway, today I'm going to officially begin my Conversations with Myself. I'm going to start posting them up. I think it probably will turn into a podcast, I guess, if I understand how podcasts work on YouTube. I'm not really sure, but I do know that some things fall in the podcast category. This will probably be one of those things that falls into it. It's okay. I don't mind that. I prefer that instead of a blog, because I was doing a blog. I still have my blog, and occasionally I'll post to it, but that requires writing, and I am now one of those. I like to talk to my AI. I like to talk to my assistant. I like to talk to my phone. I talk to my lights, smart home thing. So Tina don't type much anymore. We just talk about it. So I think instead of being a blog, it's going to be a vlog, which will probably end up being also a podcast. So I'm going to dig back into all of my convos with myself, which I believe I think I got started with those back in 2015. So I got a whole bunch of them. And some of them I was looking real rough, and I'll explain why I was looking quite that rough when I post the video, because you're going to want to know why. Damn, bitch, you was looking bad. I know. It's a long ass story, and I'm not going to drop nothing right now. But back to my book. That's the reason why I'm going to do the vlog/podcast, because Tina's not writing nothing. And I personally don't see any reason why anybody wants to buy a book with my name on it. I just don't see it. But a podcast, sure, people will listen to that. That's cool. And I'm good with that. I ain't trying to be rich. It would be nice, but rich people have problems that comes with all that money, and I ain't trying to be No. I just like being comfortable, and life is comfortable. I ain't trying to be rich, you know. A couple 100,000 in the bank right now would be nice, but that's about all I need. I don't need millions. I don't need billions. I don't need to hit the lottery. I used to dream about the lottery. I don't dream about that shit no more because you know what? I'm looking at people with all that money and they are not happy. Just saying. They not happy. I'm not trying to inherit all them problems. So no, just a little bit of extra money would be nice. I don't need millions. I just need to be comfortable. Cause we're hermits. I'm a hermit. I'm not even gonna lie. I am. I'm a hermit. I don't go nowhere. Don't want to go nowhere. Don't want to be mixing and mingling. You know, COVID cured me quick of mixing and mingling in crowds and with people. I'm good with it. But I have things I need to talk about. Not necessarily I'm not complaining by any means, but I just have a lot on my mind that I need to get out. And the problem here is in my household, we have a number of reasons why I don't get to talk it out with my family. One of them is I like to talk way too goddamn much. And the only one who liked to talk that much was Brianna, who is no longer with us. And Brianna and I used to talk to each other and nobody got tired of hearing the other one talk. So we was okay. But she's been gone now since 2013, which is a good part of why I look so fucking bad. But we'll get into that later. Anyway, with the rest of my family, nobody really wants to hear me talk. Just keep it real. They don't. Because everything I want to talk about is stuff nobody else in this house is really interested in. You know what I mean? And that probably goes back to the fact that I'm weird. Let's just go ahead and embrace the weirdness. I am weird. I have some very weird, strange, different points of view. And what I think and my perspective really don't match a lot of people, even my own surviving children. And Louis, he ain't a talker. He don't talk to me. So I have a lot on my mind. I'm also repressed. I've spent years being repressed, which could explain why I have so much I need to talk about. Because that goes back to my raising and my childhood, which is part of why people keep saying, you need to write a book. Okay, so I'm going to get into it. But I got to figure out a format. I have to figure out a format. And once I figure out how and maybe outline, then maybe I can actually like get this going for real, for real. Either way, it's going to happen. And it's going to start today. So, peace.